Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. We're going to start off with drawing out a few cards from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested in a personal reading, everything you need to know is in the description box below. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So while I was trying to talk there, let me get a drink of water real quick. If you couldn't notice, I just saw 111. But if you couldn't notice, something was bothering my throat there while I was trying to talk. And that really makes me think of your throat chakra, your sacral chakra, and your root chakra could be significant chakras as well. But with the significance with your throat chakra, I feel like there's something important here about communicating or expressing yourself, especially if you've been feeling some heavy, dark energy or feelings like sadness, depression, anger, rage, numbness. It's really, really important for you to get that energy out right now, maybe out on paper if you feel called to journal. Definitely express yourself in whatever way you feel called, but it's definitely about understanding these heavy feelings. We have the Empress in reverse here. It says, too hard on self, give self room to make mistakes. In the upright, it says creative impulses. For some reason I almost read that as molasses, which honestly for you makes me feel like, it feels like the energy is slow moving right now, and that can be frustrating. But this card also says compassion, nurturing, love yourself, and kindness. But this is in reverse. When I see this card, it instantly gives me a feeling of feeling suffocated. You might be feeling suffocated by your own emotions right now, your own thoughts, your own passion. Honestly, I feel like these heavy, strong, dark feelings or energy does come from a place of a lot of passion, because you care, and you're allowed to care. You're meant to care for a reason. It's just important that you express this energy or these feelings in a healthy way, a productive, constructive kind of way that's going to work for you rather than against you. And I just saw 333, which is interesting because I did feel that the 3 on this card felt significant. So there's that confirmation. Maybe if you're seeing 333, really pay attention to what you're thinking about or feeling, what's going on the inside when you feel that number. For me, that number is about pain, and healing. I feel like you're really being encouraged to grow here in some way, and expressing yourself is a part of that growth. I feel like you feel suffocated because you're keeping it all inside and you're keeping it all bottled up. And that's not fair to yourself to do that. So if you resonate with the idea of expressing yourself more, but you don't know how to do that, give yourself the grace to learn how to do that. Do it in the name of self-care and self-love and just what you deserve right now. I do want to say that for me personally, the 988 crisis line, I don't know about YouTube's rules on what you can and can't say. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't worry about it. But communicating or using 988 as a way to express yourself more could definitely be helpful, especially if you are having those thoughts or feeling those strong feelings that could lead to those thoughts. Me personally, I use it from time to time just because it's always so nice to be able to communicate with somebody who is, you know, there for that reason specifically, to let you express yourself. But if you don't feel comfortable with that, or that you just don't feel called to do that, maybe there's something creative here that you could do. I really felt that when I was reading this upright. It's definitely going to be different for everybody, so trust yourself and however you feel called to express yourself right now. For your next card, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Upright, it says getting back on track, difficult time, and setbacks. The Six of Swords upright can also be about moving on to calmer waters. So I feel like right now you are in the choppy waters. You're in the North Sea right now. Which honestly, I thought it's actually interesting that I mentioned the North Sea and like waters and everything, because your emotions can be represented by water. And I do feel there is a lot of turbulence or instability in the water or in your emotions. And you're being called to move toward calmer waters, towards peace. Even if there's something about your external situation that you can't change, it's still very important to check in with yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It's very important to be mindful of what's going on internally, because with seeing the Hanged Man here in reverse, you don't want to make the wrong sacrifices, you don't want to take the wrong risks. I'm not going to take the Hanged Man there, but I did feel that energy. In another reading, I think I literally recorded it before this one, and I said that this is a game you don't want to play, a risk that you don't want to take. Like being self-destructive right now, that feels really risky, and like trust your nervous system on that one. Let me go ahead and get your next card. Ooh, it just fell on the floor. Okay. You have the Four of Cups. It says, listen to your intuition. There's some feminine energy here. There may be an offer, saying no is okay, and follow your heart. And then there could also be an apathy risk. This feeling of apathy that you risk falling into, I feel like it's very real. And you need to protect yourself from that, because it's going to push you to be someone that you're not, to end up in a place that is not meant for you. So as this card says, really listen to your intuition, your inner voice. And if you don't know what it's saying or you don't understand it, I feel like that just speaks more on the turbulence going on within. Maybe before you listen to your intuition or your inner voice, you need to focus on calming the waters, stabilizing your emotions, and then listen to your intuition. Which leads me to say, don't make any important or big decisions right now. That idea of not wanting to take risks you don't want to take, I feel like that's really being confirmed here. So say no if you need to say no, especially if you don't feel like you're in the state of mind to say yes. Follow your heart, follow the love, is honestly what I feel. And allow that love to flow into you, however that may resonate for you. I actually just realized it says decision on it too. So like I said, maybe you do have a decision here, and you're really being called to not make a decision in a time where your emotions just aren't stable right now and your intuition is not clear. Before making that decision, you need to calm your mind first. So maybe meditating could help, or doing something that puts you in that meditative state could help. And I also feel like there's something important or significant here about connecting with your inner child right now. I just saw 1010 and then 111. So more encouragement there to trust yourself, however you feel called to move forward. And definitely, if the universe and your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you, don't ignore those signs and those messages, because they really genuinely want to help you, and they're definitely on your side, especially if you are an honest person with integrity. They don't want a light like you to burn out from your own frustrations. You know, whether that's losing the passion, getting bored. They don't want you to get bored or to feel stuck or trapped. If anything, they want you to feel free, and they want you to feel safe. There could be something significant here about the country that you live in for some reason. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something it has to offer you that you could appreciate more, or maybe there's some sort of difference you could make in your own country. I just saw 111 twice. So whatever it is about your country that feels significant here, trust yourself for sure. And I saw 123, trust that everything happens for a reason. You have these opportunities for a reason. Your country is the way it is for a reason. Just like the card, just like the numbers are telling me, trust yourself. To wrap up this reading, I'm going to pull a card from this box here. These are just cards that I made myself, if you didn't already know. Interesting. So it says gender stereotypes, and you know the answer. So I feel like this darkness, this frustration, this anger, it might have something to do with gender stereotypes. And I feel like that's just like a hint for you. And I just saw 1212, so more confirmation here that communication is very important. Boundaries are also very important. Like the Four of Cups says, saying no is okay. Protecting yourself, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to choose. You're allowed to be the gatekeeper of your own life. So 1, 2, 3. You're allowed to do that for a reason. It's your life. It's your power. It's up to you. And talking about this Four of Cups, I keep almost accidentally saying the Four of Swords, because in the previous reading that I recorded, that was the first card that came out, the Four of Swords. So allow yourself to rest and to recharge. I feel like someone's mind here just really needs a break or some sort of release. In this whole gender stereotypes thing, the root of your pain, your frustration, your sadness, I feel like this card is a hint about what that could be about. And I just saw 1313, so that's a sign of good luck and good fortune. So just know that whatever healing you do right now, whatever you release right now, this whatever weight or darkness you release or transmute right now, it's definitely going to be worth it, and it's going to pay off in some way. And I just saw 333, so you're really, really being encouraged to let yourself grow and let yourself heal, because you deserve that good luck and you deserve that good fortune. And I don't know if you can hear it right now, but there is a phone ringing. I just saw 345, trust that everything happens for a reason. Whenever a phone is ringing in my videos, that's a sign of some sort of calling here. So if you're feeling called in some way, trust that calling. I'm only laughing because that phone is still ringing. I'll answer it after I end this video, but yeah, that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button, show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.